Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Phil. Got my co-host with me, Sam, as usual.
Hey guys, what's up?
You know who we are if you're subscribed. Thanks for coming back. If you're not, welcome to the channel. Glad that you're coming here to check out some U2. It's been a while since we've done some U2.
It has been a long while, and I'm excited to get back because I used to think that I didn't know if I really liked them, but after we started doing some of them on the channel, I was like, I do. My only memory of them in the past was that preloaded album on the iPod when you bought one, or every iTunes.
And apparently your friend also remembered that as well.
Yeah, she mentioned that yesterday, actually, ironically enough.
But you hadn't mentioned about your experience.
No.
She just brought it up.
No, we were just talking about programs that were preloaded on a MacBook, and she's like, yeah, how every iTunes had the YouTube album.
And I don't think it was one of their better performing albums either.
I don't even remember which one it was.
One of them is The Joshua Tree, which is where the streets have no name is from. And this song is not anything that you guys recommended. I don't think. This is just something that we pulled up. We came across and we're like, oh, apparently this is a pretty renowned song.
Popular
so
song,
we should check this one out. And so we're coming back to them, but we always appreciate your insights, even though I just totally threw them out the window on this one.
It's I'm going to pick my own.
We appreciate it, though, because you guys have really helped us a lot on this channel and getting us to go into places that we never thought we would really enjoy, and we have.
And we usually do get around to most of your suggestions at some point or another.
Well, sometimes it's just that there's so many at this point.
Yeah, the
it is
list
hard
is
to get to. It's an endless and ever-growing list, but it's because you guys are fantastic and you're so engaged in the community, and we love it. We wouldn't be where we are without you guys, and we're so grateful for this great community. So thank you for all the support, the likes, the comments, the views, the subscriptions. It has been amazing, and we, like I said, wouldn't be where we are without you. So
thank you so much, guys.
Without I was going to say without that said, and then I mixed that up with without further ado.
So, with that said, without further ado.
Both. Let's get into some U2, Where the Streets Have No Name.
First was Southern California's best rock and roll. U2, Bullet the Blue Sky from the latest release, The Joshua Tree. The band's going to be doing a video shoot in downtown Los Angeles.
Oh, in downtown Los Angeles?
Yes, there is in case you're just joining us, I'm not making this up, 3:30 today
one that we did was
at
in
7th
Vegas.
and Main.
We announced first here in Southern California that they were going to be shooting their video here in LA at 7th and Main Street.
7th and Main Street's not one of your more fun neighborhoods. And they'll be shooting on top of a one-story building there.
All right, so maybe you want to check it out, but use caution if you do
Big
go down
liquor
there.
sign.
It is not one of the most delightful neighborhoods.
I'm going to be there, 3:30. I'm going to go over. I don't care. I can be sucked into this. I'll be in the video. Come on!
You're talking about a major thoroughfare at 3:30 in the afternoon, okay? What I was explaining to Ben there is we would have to go on what's called attack alert to get this problem solved, and we're not going to do that.
And U2 today at 7th and Main. If you haven't heard about it, you know how hard it is to get U2 tickets.
They are sold out.
Everywhere.
They
sold
went
out.
fast.
Are you listening to me, or am I talking to the wind?
I'm totally understanding, but this is...
Can I just... You cannot promise me that you're not going to have a crowd that reaches limits that we cannot control. You can't promise me
Absolutely.
that. You're drawing them in by the dozens now.
What we're going to do is we're going to show up with about 30,000 people. And we're going to give you the biggest security problem. We're going to have we may have 400,000 people there. We may have to bring in National Guard.
The police department has the authority to shut these locations down.
I understand.
And that is exactly what we are doing. And I apologize to you for having to have all your equipment moved out of here, but it's over as of now.
There's no compromise.
There is no compromise.
So I'm guessing, and I could be wrong about this, but it sounds like they're up there getting ready to do this.
Yeah.
While distracting the
The police officer so that we could start filming.
Being like, you know, just arguing back and forth. You mean there's no way that we can do this? Come on. And then
Meanwhile,
of a sudden,
they're up there ready to go.
music just comes on and the guy's like, what the?
He probably thinks he's arguing with one of them because the person has an accent and it's not even them.
Probably has no idea who U2 is. And then, boom, off the top of the roof. Let's go.
Was another radio station went on the air with paranoid warnings,
and said things about they were expecting crowds of 35,000 rowdy people, and they were expecting the National Guard to be called out and so forth.
So they blew it for us.
Which kind of freaked out the city fathers across the street, looking down on top of the liquor store where U2 was doing the taping, and it was a fashion factory. There's little ladies in there sewing, and there's, seamstresses going, and there was, what is going on here?
So they're the life of the party, that's for sure.
Definitely. It's crazy.
What were you pointing at there? Sorry to interrupt you. What were you
there was a
pointing at?
lady pushing her dog in a little stroller, going to see them.
I missed it.
She had her little white dog in the stroller, and she's this little old lady going to watch them.
We're going to see you too.
Yeah, so cute. But it seems like there's tons of people there, and all these authority figures, and no problems busting out.
Well, like I said, if it was kind of last minute, they already started. In that situation, if you cancel the show there because they already begun the filming and
it's gonna be a riot.
Exactly. People are going to be like, screw you guys, you're ruining our fun. And,
yeah.
And clearly it wasn't getting out of hand. It looked like everybody was pretty orderly there.
Yeah, they're just there to hear the music,
Yeah. And, I can get it, right? You're going to have traffic problems and all that, but it sounds like it was happening whether they wanted to or not.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on the song?
I like it. I feel like it does have that very distinct U2 sound, which I'm starting to feel like is almost like this echoey kind of sound in their music. I feel like almost the instrumentation and even his vocal almost has an echo effect on it a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they do that to an extent to create this anthemic feel.
Yeah.
Because they have a great ability to make pop rock records that have this anthemic sound, and you could see being on the radio and giving you this feeling of nostalgia or being very emotive. They're able to combine a lot of elements very, very well. I think from a spacing component helps them do that.
Yeah, and I feel like for them, right, they have a sound that is very similar in a lot of their music. I feel like they start their song and you're like, this is definitely U2. You know what I mean? Like it is a very distinct sound that I feel like they have, that I feel like travels across a lot, basically anything that I've ever heard from them, but it doesn't sound like the same song. Like, you know, there's music out there that it almost sounds like this exact same beat and the same melody, and it almost sounds like a repetitive song. Like it's not like that. It's just almost like the way that they deliver their music is similar.
Yeah, I think, you know, the melody that they use, and then obviously the lead vocal is very recognizable from Bono, right?
Yeah, and I feel like it also has this one has kind of more of like a relaxed kind of vibe to it, kind of talking about like, you know, being out in the wilderness somewhere where the streets have no name. It's kind of like, you know, searching and being present, and maybe a little bit of a spiritual.
Yeah, we'll touch on some of the lyrics at the end and wrap it up after the next 2 minutes.
We have to keep going. I'm going to stop running the cameras, but you guys keep playing.
You've got a responsibility to the citizens of this city. You're drawing people in here from Orange County and all over the goddamn place. We're shutting the location down. There is no vote. It happens now.
We'll do one playback tape. Stop running the cameras. Let's go. Okay.
There's a helicopter. Let's go.
Yeah. We're not missing the vocals.
Hey, we're going to go!
I think we're being shut down. Okay, folks, everybody back from the edge so these people break up.
All we're looking for is one more.
But I just want you to know that the video shoot is over, so there's no need to go down there. Oh, don't even bother yourself doing that. We'll give you more information in just a moment, so hang with us.
There was no way they could get a show on down there. I felt like Raymond Burr watching Godzilla come into town from the third-story window. We're over. We're watching the scene of the with the
You
with
do
the
what
action.
you gotta do for rock and roll, you know?
It was fun.
Step back here. You're going to have a riot down.
So I guess a lot of this video was some of the intro, outro of what took place.
Yeah, like
the
what
events
actually happened.
of that day.
Which is crazy.
And we read going into this one that it was influenced by, I can't remember if it was U2 as a group or one of the members that went to Ethiopia.
I think it was Bono.
Yeah.
However you pronounce his name.
So you could hear, I think, some of like the drum usage, right? Some influence in the instrumentation that they had, which was a little bit different.
Almost sounded like a hand drum a little bit.
Yeah, well, you were saying, though, earlier about how they have a distinct sound, and that was one thing I would say was really, really different in this one, was some of that influence that you heard.
Yeah.
And the lyrics, what did you take away? Anything in particular from them?
I just kind of sounded like, to me, like he was talking about, like, in some of it, like, you know, the dust and the wind and the dirt path and almost like being out, like, away somewhere. Then he said the streets have no name, almost like being far removed from, you know, civilization and like the norm, and almost kind of like on a journey of some sort. But that's kind of what I took from it. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, kind of the same thing. Like I said, referencing if it was influenced by that trip, you know, that trip, I could imagine it being, you know, a place of Zen, so to speak.
Yeah.
Where there's not a lot of, you know, people passing judgment on you or
Like a spiritual path to some sort.
Yeah, so a spiritual enlightenment, I think, is a good way to summarize it. And, because some of the lyrics, you maybe could have alluded to him talking about a person, like you would automatically think, oh, this is a love song or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it was more of when you say where the streets have no name, he's talking about a place of maybe where you can go mentally, but combining that with the trip where he was maybe in that place that wasn't such a distraction all the time, right? Where you go into nature and it's like you feel at peace.
Yeah, for sure. Especially like you said, right, going somewhere so far like off the grid like that, where the streets probably have no name. It kind of influenced that.
So what are your closing thoughts on the video as a whole? Anything you want to add?
I like the song as a whole. I feel like the video was kind of interesting, and they kind of took a situation that maybe wasn't the best for them and still made it something creative and was able to use it, which is cool. But I was trying mostly to focus more. I tend to get distracted by that stuff, so I was trying to focus more on the song. And I really enjoyed the song. I thought the song was good.
Yeah, I thought it was cool, though, to see the backstory on this and how it came to be. You don't always get to see that from, creating a music video. And they said, basically, screw it. And it sounded like at the end there, they were like, okay, we got what we wanted in that we got the vocal that we needed to get. And they got some great camera work, obviously. People were entertained. It was a beautiful day at that, perfect weather for it. Yeah. And so, now we've got back-to-back cities that they were in, because the last one that they shot, I'm pretty sure it was the last one that we did, was taking place in Las Vegas, right? Yeah. Yep. So anyways, guys, let us know what you think about this one.
Two American cities too, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, we appreciate your insights. Remember, hit the like button, helps with us and helps you. And come back tomorrow when we drop 2 more videos. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.